Nice. That was quick. In a nick of a time, the red button is up there and recording. Hopefully, the internet will participate well. Once again, if you are having some internet connectivity problem that maybe you not continue listening and paying attention, send me a message for me to be aware what's going on. All right. First of all, before we continue on our lesson, and now it's recorded, could you tell me if you are still with me at timestamp 10110? Lovely. I can see Maria. Maria said it. Yeah, I'll say, yeah, that's true. With me. Lovely. Okay. So I'm going to use this as part of your participation together with the work that you did yesterday during the asynchronous. All right. Now, what to expect in today's lesson? Before I allow you to go for your lunch today, one, everybody, including Brianna, Jose, and I can see your name in the room, Carlos, together with George. I expect George will start participating. I see him online, as well as Emily and Denise. And the rest of the class will be able to apply what we have learned in the past with regards to different organisms in a certain ecosystem. Thank you, Cesar. And we have learned that the word ecosystem means simply an environment where organisms of variety of kinds live together, plus all the things they need for survival: water, air, rocks, and all things that are not alive that are needed to continue staying alive. Okay. Could you put the word, let me see if you can do it, not a problem at all. Type the word ecosystem. I'm waiting. At timestamp 112, I can see your name with ecosystem, and that's the third question answer that I will take into account in giving you the points. Excellent ecosystem. And last week, we looked at two massive ecosystems. Yes, we did. Friday, we did take some sort of virtual field trip in the Wyoming National Park. Yeah, we have seen the effect of introducing wolves to the population of deers. All right. Do you recall? Do you remember that? The wolves and the deer. Tell me. Jog your memory. The wolves and the deer lesson that we had. I'm waiting. Recall, 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 recall. The wolves and the deer. I'm waiting. It's when they find out that when they put the wolves in the park, the deer population went down. Do we recall that? Waiting. Yeah, you should. It's just last Friday. Yeah. Watch the recorded video. If we have time, which I may not expect because we will have an exit ticket today, we may look at part of the recorded lesson. Yeah. But today, instead of looking at the Wyoming National Park, we're going to take ourselves once again to this national park. Could you type, we did it before Wyoming? Yeah, let's go to Montana once again. Love Montana. Could you type in the chat, this national, type the word glacier. Everybody, timestamp 114. Glacier. Yeah, yeah. It's a different ecosystem. In the summer, it's hot. In the winter, it's chilly. Right. That is, say it's an extreme environment. And we had the lesson on the variety of living things that live in the glacier. National Park before the Wyoming. Remember that. Recall. We're making a connection here, and that's how things work in understanding the big idea, which is the relationship of organisms in one ecosystem with regards to the flow of energy. And you should have typed the three words a while ago, and I asked you to type those words. I think that was before the recording. If you haven't, you gotta do it now. Because before I let you to walk away during before lunch or for your lunch, you should have used at least made a connection on the flow of energy, the different animals and plants in one ecosystem. And today we're going to once again consider the Glacier National Park in Wyoming. But we're not going to look at all the animals. It's massive. It's quite big. Yeah. If you go there, spend 3 days or a week if you want to take it slow, all right, and look at the different things that you can see: mountain climbing, doing some hiking, encountering wildlife. Okay, maybe cross the border, go to Canada. More than a week. There's a border there. Yeah. We're going to look at some of the animals, but as I mentioned a while ago, we are going to look at some selected animals that they are together in an organized manner, and they are identified according to primarily what they are, what do they eat, and who eats them. Right. So this we're going to look at in a different scenario. Okay, to make this more precise, aside from hearing from me and I have my face mask, I'm going to have you look at with me at this data table. And I think I asked you to type the word data table a while ago. Yeah, I did. If you haven't, please do so now. Now, at the end of the lesson, the most important learning that you should be able to accomplish, okay, is to be able to use the information or the data in a data table in showing the flow of energy. And this should be organized, meaning to say they are put in the right manner, similar to the closet as an example before the recording. If all your shirts, your pants, and any other clothing you have, they are placed and put in a nice order, you can easily retrieve it when needed. So there is organization, right? And makes things easier and save you time as well. And when they are organized, they are put together for a reason. hmm Just like in a table. All right. Now, first of all, are you still with me? At 118. Waiting. Excellent. Yes. Please do so. Again, if you got sidetracked, come back. If you got disconnected, try to get the Wi-Fi connection. Give me a moment. I have a message. You've got mail. Oh yeah, Brianna, you're late. Oh, okay. Don't be late, huh? So you probably have missed quite a lot. We're recording the lesson. Make certain that you watch this video. Okay? So anyway, I'm glad that you're able to join in the class. Excellent. All right. Let me reorient the camera and make sure. And please pin the screen where you see my hand moving. Because the table is not large, but it will be better if you pin the screen and you follow the tip of this pen. I'm going to walk myself through the table as I teach you. Cesar, you just joined or were you disconnected? Oh, no, you just joined or you were marked absent, Cesar. Vaya, what's going on, Cesar? You've been missing school a lot, is that right? Huh, but I'm glad that you're here. They said better late than never. I did, Brianna. I will double check. But I'm concerned about Cesar. But I'm happy that you're here, Cesar Valle. I know Cesar Rosales is somewhere there, right, Cesar Rosales? Give me a reason, Cesar. Type in the room. You can do it privately. The Google Guardian is on. Yeah, Cesar is here. I know Cesar. We have two Cesars in class. I just miss Cesar Valle. You know that. I think we miss him because more often than not, he is on the last on the list because of V. If I look at the attendance and it says, look at your attendance, oh my God. Absences. Okay. All right, Cesar Valle. So, make up, watch all the recorded lesson. All right, let's move on. Show must go on. All right, now everybody please. As I mentioned a while ago, I will walk myself by looking at the table and you follow me with the tip of the pen. Okay. I will give you an example. I will think like a student, but with an expert thinking. So please do watch me, listen to what I will say, and follow the tip of the pen. Where will this go? I will use the table that shows the feeding relationships of organisms. These are the living things in this national park. Massive. Okay. And a while ago we saw some of them. I showed you the actual seed, the plant, and some images of the squirrel and the weasel. Oops, the weasel, sorry. And other animals that are included their names are written, and these were the other animals we also used in our lesson last week. Alright? By the way, how are you doing so far? We've covered a lot, particularly in recalling. Tell me, how are you doing so far? Your level of understanding before we move on. You know what 5 is, right? 5, 4, 3. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice. I get 4. So I can just sit back and relax a bit because the students are giving me a 4, but my concern is the rest. Let me see. They're here. I do expect that they are listening and paying attention, and later in time they'll let me know how they're doing. Okay? Excellent. No, let's move on to the next segment of the lesson, which is the application. Moments ago, we jogged our memory. We made a connection from what we have learned in the past. Now, let's look at the different parts of the table or the chart. if you want to call it that way. Once again, I said, please listen and follow me, as well as look at the tip of the pen as I move from one point to another point. Could you please tell me first, could you type in the chat, what am I pointing? Type in the room, what am I pointing at 124? What word? Yeah. This column, the middle part of the table, shows the different animals and plants that these organisms, including coyote, whistle, ground squirrel, and a grass, all right, eats. And we know that a grass is a plant that they don't eat, but they make food. And the food they make, they actually use it for energy as well. Right. Plants are so generous. Yeah. They make and give. They make and give. Of course, they need to save something for themselves. Could you tell us how much energy do we get from eating plants? What percent do we get from eating plants? Let's jog our memory. How much percent? What is that? Yes, the 10%, right? Yeah. When a snail, the garden kind. Where's the snail? When a snail, as we have used in the past, eats this plant, let us say the grass, that's right there. 10%, once again, is being passed on to the snail, and the rest of the 100%, 90%, plants use this for their own energy. They burn it. Yes, they do burn it. That is to say, the 10% being passed on to the snail. Right. Do you remember that? I'm waiting. 126. Do you remember? Yeah, you should. Yeah. Although it was weeks ago, we always put it into our lesson when possible. Right. Yeah, so for example, you grab a bite of sandwich, you got the 10% from the plant, okay? And your body uses that energy as well. You're using that energy to do the work. When you do the work, you are burning it. Yeah. You're burning it because we're using it as an energy. That's why we sweat, right? Yeah. Similar to other animals as well. Animals, when they're eaten by another animal, like for instance, a coyote. For example, a coyote eats a weasel. The weasel has to have their own energy. 90% the weasel energy, they use it to do their own activities. All right, and they use the energy and by burning them. Burning in a sense, the energy is in our body and we work. And that's when we burn the energy. Right? Isn't it when we exercise, we burn energy? Tell me. Do we burn energy when we exercise? Yeah, we do. Yes. Yes. We need it though. If we don't move a lot, just eat and eat and eat and sit down and being couch potato, we're not burning much energy, huh? No. Not very good. Because a healthy body is in motion. Right. That's why I told you a while ago, go stretch. If you've been sitting for a while, right, go stretch. That's why I told you sometimes when I turn on the Guardian earlier than used to, and I see students, oh, no, they're still in computer. They should be kind of stretching or walking, right? Yeah. Especially with the distance learning, you are always seated. That's why I don't sit. I'm always standing. So, burning the energy. Okay. Are you with me? Still, before we move on, type in the room at 129. Yeah, yeah. Excellent. 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 Okay. So let us move on and allow me to give you a specific example. All right. And then the next turn will be you and I helping each other. Let me put this away so we can be able to see the table. All right. Once again, let me refocus the camera. The way it works is if I am a student, I will look at the data table that shows, okay, the feeding relationship. In other words, who is eating what and what is being eaten. Okay, that's what I'm going to think about. Who is eating what and who is being eaten. Of course, I will know what organisms are they. Here, I will think like a student, but with an expert thinking. Okay, so here, I have the organism here, for instance, a coyote. Coyote is an organism that eats weasel, ground squirrel, and mice. And you saw me pointing from weasel, ground squirrel to mice, and this is in the second column of the chart. So it says eats. Backing up here, coyote is an organism that eats weasel, ground squirrel, and mice. And here I see a relation between this and this organism. These organisms are food for the coyote. Yeah, coyote is quite aggressive. Now, was it clear? Tell me, quick, tell me. Was it clear? It was a quick example. I have another one. Was it clear? I'm waiting. A timestamp 131. Yeah. Okay. Hang on. Because there is a third column. There is a third section. I will continue. Thank you. So this one, the third column is eaten by. So there's nothing here. That is to say, according to this data table, there's no other animal. There's no animal that eats the coyote. But according to this table, the coyote eats this one, two, three living things. They gotta be running away when the coyote is around. Isn't it? We have learned that when there is a predator, the natural instinct of an animal that can be eaten is to defend themselves or run away, right? Yeah. Is that right? When there is an animal that is trying to eat the other animal, there's either one or the other. Defend, fight against, or run away. Is that clear? Am I correct? Am I correct? When an animal is trying to, it's one or the other. Fight against or run away. Is that right? Yeah, yeah. So you will not say, okay, or here, eat me. They're not gonna do that. No, no. Suicidal? No, not at all. Yeah, it's called an animal instinct. Even human beings, right? So we look for a safe location, similar to the deers and the wolves in Wyoming. Yeah. So that's why the deers and the number went down. They don't want to gonna be eaten. So they run away. So the deer population went down, the grasses flourish, and there's different kinds of organisms. Jog your memory. Hopefully you remember. If you were absent last Friday, watch the recorded lesson. I guess it's pretty good. Which is a true scientific phenomenon that scientists tried to save the ecosystem in Wyoming, particularly uh, the Yellowstone National Park. All right. Now this time you're going to help me. Let's do together. Mm-hmm. So I will monitor your name in the chat room. I will see your answers. And again, when I go to your grade, I will look for your name and I will see how many times this is period 2. How many times have you participated? All right. Do your best to participate from the start to the end, not the last moment. Okay, excellent. Let's go practice together. Doing a time check. Oh, we're pretty good. We will be able to finish this and maybe on an exit ticket. All right. So let's continue on. This time, please help me. Again, listen, pay attention, and watch the motion of the pen as I move around the table. But this time, all the answers will be coming from you. I want you to base your answer as from the table, and that's what the table is for. That's where you will get the answer. Are we clear on that? Waiting. Are we clear? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Excellent. I'm glad that I'm talking to people and I have Genesis and Jose. Are you okay? Jose, are you good? How about Genesis? Excellent. There are 2 students in the classroom and all of you are at home. Okay, let's move on. Let's look at the next example. Yes. Okay. No. Let's try this. Could you tell me what animal is this? Chat room 137. What animal is this? Okay, everybody please, if you haven't, please do so now. Now, help me. Look at the table and tell me what do weasel eat? Or what does weasel eat? What does this animal eat? Type in the room. Look at the table. You're helping me. I want to know what do weasels eat. Give me 2. Waiting, 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 waiting. Yes, ground squirrel and mice. All right. We're moving across and top down. This is the food for the weasel. All right, continue on. Is there any animal that eats the weasel? Look at the table. All right. Look at the third column. Does it tell us an animal that eats the weasel? All right. Yes, Genesis correct. Coyote is eaten by. Weasel is eaten by coyote. Please look at the pen and how I do the 3 dots here, making a connection. Weasel is eaten by coyote. Alright? But the weasel enjoy these animals for food because the weasel eats ground squirrel and mice. Did we show relationship? Yeah, we did. Yes. We analyze the table, and that's what the table is for. We look at what it can offer us. All right. When we analyze, if there is a question, we're gonna look at the top. It says feeding relationship. Okay. Now let's do an application. Okay. Let's. The last one we have before we do the application here. So you will see we have the organism, the ground squirrel. Could you tell me who eats the ground squirrel? Type in the chat, who eats the ground squirrel? Waiting, waiting, waiting at 1:39. Who eats the ground squirrel? Yes, the weasel and the coyote. And these ground squirrel are primary consumers. They eat plants. They're herbivores. Mm-hmm. Right. Good amount of time to end the lesson by looking at options. Okay, let's do further application. I'm going to give you 4 choices. How many choices? Type in the room. Oh, excellent. 4 choices. All right. Hold on, please. These are animals and plants that are together. And there's only one best choice. There's only one among the 4. And I want you to look at this side by side together with the with the table and the choices. And I want you to think about which choice shows the best flow of energy. From the one who serve as food, let's say for instance a plant, to the one who eats the plant, for instance a ground squirrel, and to the one who depend on the squirrel for food. Let's say for example the coyote. Okay, you saw me looking at the table as I talk because this is the source of information. That's what you're gonna do. All right, let's show you the choices. Here they are. Apparently they have the same blue color. Let me fold. There are 4 choices: A, B, and C. Choice A, B, and C. All right, here they are. And I will unfold it one at a time. Choice A, B, C, and D. I'm sorry, I said 4, but I only mentioned A, B, C. So 4, A, B, C, and D. I have something for you to think about. Which among the following option shows the correct flow of energy? We're looking at which is the one that is true. Flow of energy. All right, so let me unfold one at a time. So on the screen, I will see your name, whether you may say yes or no, or correct or incorrect. Or if you're unsure, put a question mark. No matter what response you had, show me your name. That is to say, you're thinking and participating. Okay? So let me unfold letter A. See, this letter A shows you the correct flow of energy, and these organisms are found in the table. All right? Let's look at letter A. Letter A. What do you think about this? Seeds, whistle, food for mice, and then seeds eats the mice. Is that correct? The mice eats the whistle, the seeds eats the mice. Is that correct? No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Of course. Remember the arrow, when the arrow is pointing to an animal or plant, that is to say, this is the source of energy, not the seeds, as eating the mice. No. Put an X mark. What about B? What about letter B? Ground squirrel, mice, and seeds. Mice eats the ground squirrel, and the seeds eats the mice. Is that correct? Timestamp at 144. No, 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 no. Yeah, you're right. Class, if you have not responded and you saw most of your students are saying no, and I said that's correct, please don't just type no. All right, to go with the flow. But keep in mind the question was, we're looking at which among the choices shows the correct flow of energy, isn't it? Squirrel, seeds are not food. No, seeds don't eat squirrel. No, that's not correct flow of energy. All right, let's look at letter C. What does it offer? And what decision shall we do? Tararara, letter C. Letter C. Okay, letter C. Letter C. Seeds to mice, mice to whistle. Mice eats the seeds, whistle eats the mice. Yes or no? Yes, Carlos said. Mice eats the seeds, whistle eats the mice. Yes! I'll go check mark there. Yes. Smiley face. Right. That one is correct. Right? Does it look like a smiley face? Because it's upside down. Okay, lovely. Because I'm doing it upside down. Yeah! This one is correct. Let me see. Check mark. Yep. So far, this is X. X. Alright, this one is correct. What about letter D? What about letter D? Seeds, grass, ground squirrel. Grass eats seeds, squirrel eats grass. Is that correct? Timestamp. No, not at all. No. Not even. You will say, not even. Alright, especially if you're expert, right? You will say, not even. No, yeah. Because seeds and grass are together. Right? Are we making sense here? Are we establishing a connection? Are we establishing a relationship here? Tell me before I allow you to go. Did we establish a relationship when it comes to their feeding habits that shows the flow of energy? I think we did, right? Yeah. Okay. Tell me your level of understanding. You know what 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 stands for. Well, okay, 5. Yeah. Oh, wow. 5. Yeah, lovely. Excellent. 4 or 5. Nice. Well, maybe you can take my position. You can be a teacher. Alright. No, I'm just kidding. No, I actually don't want to be a teacher. Alright, great. Excellent. If you haven't, please do so. Alright, now, have we accomplished what we want to do today? Pretty long lesson, huh? Have we accomplished what we want to do, which is to look at the table, establish the relationship, and find out which among these options show the correct flow of energy. Have we? I think so. And we use the national park in Montauk and some of the animals there as our organisms in the ecosystem. All right? Okay. Let me stop the recording and thank you for participating. And thank you for the opportunity of your time. Hopefully the students who did not even chime in think more about contributing their thoughts in the next lesson because there's only 12 days left. Intervention on Thursday. Excellent. Let me stop the recording.